Hey, is that folk music that you play there? What is that? How do you call that folk music?
I think it was Studs Terkel who asked Big Bill Brunzi, did he consider his blues music to be folk music? And Big Bill says, well, never heard no horse sing on it.
Don't hesitate. It could be your ticket to a new tomorrow.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
The show is Horses Sing None of It, and my name is Ralph Litwin, the host of the show. And today we have with us, we've just been listening to some great music by a group called Scandanavian Echoes, which is a sort of subset of the larger, much larger group, the Scandanavian Accordion Club of New York.
That's right.
And this subset is Jeanie Widman, welcome to the show, and Artie Carlson.
Yes.
And on this end, Randy Widman.
Thanks for having us.
These two go together. They're bookends. And that tune, you want to tell us what that was?
Sure, that was a Norwegian waltz called Christiania Vals, one of our favorites.
All right. It was very pretty.
Thank you.
What else would you like to do for us?
Well, we have a long list of folk music we could play for you. But why don't we go right into another tune, a schottis, Swedish schottis called Uppe hoppa tråd, slå på trumman bror. Det är dansen på Valhall i natt. Are you ready?
Can you say that again?
All right, here we go.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
Trumman bror, det är dansen på Valhall i natt. Fest. Here we go. Come to the music fest.
Hey, all right. Very nice, very nice.
Thank you.
So you shouted out, come to the Music Fest there, so I
Yes.
guess that we should use that as our intro to talk about your annual festival. We even have the program from this year's festival, which is happening this weekend, but by the time this is broadcast, it'll be too late. You'll have to come to next year's, unless you read about it in the newspaper in past time.
Well, it's every Memorial Day weekend.
Every Memorial Day
So you
weekend,
can
that's a
plan
good
on
way to figure it out. And it's at Vasa Park in Bud Lake, New Jersey.
Vasa Park.
Vasa Park,
Vasa
excuse
Park.
me. Ooh.
It's Vasa is the first Swedish king was Gustav Vasa. And there's the largest Swedish-American fraternal organization in the world is called the Vasa Order of America. So Vasa Park is part of that.
Has nothing to do with water.
No.
Wasser. Close, okay. And if folks want to get more information, perhaps our graphics man can flash the information number. The Scandanavian Echoes is at 516, I can't read that because you have white shirts, 516-868-7290, or for information about the Music Fest, www.musicfest.com with a K in music.
Music Fest. That's
Music Fest. And that's for you computer mavens who surf the web and get there
right.
for more information.
The Music Fest is in honor of my late father, Walt Eriksson, who was king of Scandinavian music and accordion. Definitely in America. He was famous in Sweden and Norway as well. Received a medal from the King of Sweden and the King of Norway. And
Wow.
from that, we have the Scandinavian Accordion Club, which he was the leader of until he passed away. And now Artie Carlson is our band leader. And so we'll be one of the many groups. We have over 100 performing artists at the Music Fest this year.
Wow.
We try to carry on the traditions of singing and dancing, and our motto is to celebrate and preserve Scandinavian music in America. So välkommen.
Thank you.
And one of the more popular Swedish dances or tempos is called a humble. And it's one of the most difficult to dance. We love it. And we're going to play a humble for you now. It's called frisk luft, which means fresh air, which we could use here in this hot studio. And there's a part in there where the words are actually in Finnish. So maybe you can help us along, and anybody else here in the studio. And I'll teach them to you right now. It's tra-la-la, tra-la-la-la. You think you can do that?
I can try.
All right.
I can sing along at home in their living room.
Okay, that's a
instead.
good idea. Sing along at home. We'll tell you when. Frisk luft hambo, not yet. Okay? Yep. Take it away, Artie. Yes, keep going.
1, 2, 3, 4.
There we go. Hey! Not yet. Okay, now. Tra-la-la-la-la-la. La-la-la-la-la-la. Tra-la-la-la-la-la. Tra-la-la-la-la-la. Here we go. Tra-la-la-la-la-la. 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 Last chance. Tra-la-la-la-la-la. La-la-la-la-la-la. Yeah, Kitos.
Very good.
Kitos.
What does that mean?
That's thank you in Finnish.
Okay. And what does tra-la-la mean?
Oh, it means we're having a good time on this TV show.
That's not what you told me before the show.
Well,
It has a meaning that can be translated many ways, apparently.
yes, it's like any American song or folk song that has tra-la-la, but we have to roll the R. Tra-la-la.
Tra-la-la.
That's right. Should we play another tune? There's a tune before we play. This music fest was an inspiration from an accordion festival in Sweden that we went to. Took my father there and the whole accordion band in 1992. The largest accordion festival in the world. It's held in Sweden, in the province of Värmland, in a town called Ransäter, and about 70,000 people over 4 days, and half of them are playing accordion. What a headache! We love it there. We've been back many, many, many times, and the music fest was inspired by this Bellspel vid landvägskanten, which means playing accordion by the side of the road.
Very good.
And anyway, this next tune we're going to play was written by my father, Walt Erickson, and he wrote it on the airplane on the way home from Ransäter. He had won a prize called the Public Favorite Award, and he was so inspired. I think it was one of the highlights of his life. So this is called Ransäter Minnen, and it is the name of the third album recorded by the Scandinavian Accordion Club. So this is an original by Walt Erickson. Ransäter Minnen. We dedicate this to all of our friends in Ransäter.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
All right. Here we go. I'm going to do an introduction. Thank you. Ransäter Minnen.
Can you tell us a little bit about, I see you have very different accordions.
This is true. Well, actually, these are both piano accordions. In Sweden, you'll find more knappspel or button accordions. And this is just a regular accordion. It's a Hohner. It has musette sound, and it's just a little baby. Less keys on this side, less basses. And this belonged to my father. You can see he still has his name on there, Walter. And Artie's accordion is an Excelsior. There's supposed to be an O there, but it kind of fell off.
I used it too many times.
The R stands for Arter. And, and in fact, this Excelsior was made in New York City at one time, the Cadillac of accordions. It was made right down in Greenwich Village in New York City
Westport.
in the 50s.
Yes, late 50s.
And Artie has all kinds of nice electronics in there and a bass generator and so on. And Randy's guitar down there is a Swedish-made guitar called a Levine. Very hard to find. You won't find them here in America too much. In Sweden, perhaps. And it's very old. How old is that one, Randy?
This is made in 1938.
1938.
It's a beautiful guitar.
People stop him all the time. They think
Yeah.
he's Boxcar Willie. So, together, accordion is still very popular in Sweden. Along the violin, the fiddle is also right up there with the folk music. Absolutely. Especially for folk dancing, which we do as well.
Good. Let's. You mentioned the album, so we should
Yes.
show people this album of the Accordion Club. Is this the newest one? or
Yes, this is our
called-
latest, and it's called Brooklyn Memories, which is actually a lot of reasons behind that title. Brooklyn Memories is the name of a song that my father wrote, because the largest Scandinavian community when the immigration, during the immigration era, settled in Brooklyn, especially Bay Ridge, Brooklyn, and there was a section called Finntown. My father was a Swede Finn. He came from the Swedish-speaking part of Finland, his parents. So the tune Brooklyn Memories has a lot of Finnish connotations, and also because of Brooklyn, where all the Swedes and Norwegians and Finns, Danes, it's changed a little bit now. But so we posed under the Brooklyn Bridge. That's our fourth and latest recording by the Scandinavian Accordion Club.
Very good. And people can find out information about that from that same number. I
Yes,
guess
they
have
can
it.
on the Music Fest. In fact, there's a little sample of the Scandinavian Accordion Club. You can hear us on
Great.
Music Fest website
At www.musicfest.com.
with a K.com.
Very
Coming
good.
up. So maybe this is a good segue to Finska polka. This is for the Finns, so we say Minä rakastan sinua, which means I love you. Tuli tikku.
Matches.
Matchstick.
Kiitos.
Okay,
Thank you.
and the third part in Finska polka was written by my father. He could have sort of added it on afterwards. Every time someone plays it, they owe me 83 cents. Okay, Artie? Yep. Gustav. Audience, here we go. Hey! You ready? Hey! Here it comes. There goes my scarf. Here we go. Hey! Come on, Ben. Hey! All right. We always end together anyway.
Here, let's stick a cord back under there.
All right, thank you very much. Finska polka. Kiitos. Thank you.
You're welcome.
We keep it clean. And should I mention that we have some other events during the year? We have...
If they're annual.
they
yes.
are annual.
Sure.
We have Sweden Day in the Bronx. There is a Scandinavian Midsummer in Randolph, right in this neighborhood.
Uh-huh.
That's in June. That's a celebration of the summer solstice. There's an annual Swedish Midsummer in Battery Park City in Manhattan. And there's a Scandanavian night out in Eisenhower Park, Long Island.
Wow.
And the list goes on. There's a Norwegian Day Parade in Brooklyn. All the Norwegians come out for that day. Back to Brooklyn, where it all
All
started.
kinds of things
Oh,
going
yes.
on. And
Oh,
it is all this stuff is listed on your website too? The Music Fest
There's a lot
website?
of links there.
There's links so you can find out more
Yes,
stuff
or they
by
can always
following
contact jwdragspiel at AOL.com. That's me.
them. Okay, very good.
It's accordion in Swedish.
That's right. Dragspel is accordion in Swedish. And so we should play another tune. Let me see. How about, do we still have some more time?
Yes, we have about 6 minutes.
6 minutes. Maybe we can squeeze in Kalle Schevens, do you think?
Okay.
All right, we'll try it. Evertorp, the Swedish beloved troubadour. And Music Fest starts with a Torb night at the Swedish church in Manhattan. And this is one of the most famous ones, Kalle Schevens Vals. Little intro.
good.
Shevens. We have an ending tune.
Yes, we have 3 minutes to end up, and we
Perfect.
want to thank you very much for bringing your lively, lovely music to Horses Sing None of It.
Tack så
And-
mycket. Thank you very much in Swedish.
Do you keep changing that?
Tack så mycket. You can say tusen tack.
Tusen
That's a
tack.
1,000 thanks in Norwegian, Danish, and Swedish.
Okay.
Tusen tack.
Tusen tack.
And the tune we'd like to end with was written by a Dane. They have words in Norwegian, Swedish. The Swedes call it Hälsa dom det hemma, and the Norwegians call it Hils från mig där hemma, and it means say hello to the folks back home. All the Scandinavians would get the hankies out for this one. This is the ending tune of the night.
Very good. He's telling me to stretch it, but there's only just a few seconds left. Thank you again for being on.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Very beautiful music. And we're going to have some more music from some Scandinavian artists that are coming to the festival on another show. Coming
Yes.
soon to a channel near you.
That's right.
This very time and place next week, hopefully.